What is going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? Greg here today. John, how are you?
Great. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Guys, today we are going to watch for the first time ever Bullet Train starring Bradley Pitt and a bunch of other famous people. But before we go into that, we got a sponsor that we use. So it always makes for the most natural of partnerships. Now, if you guys ever watch any of our horror coverage, I think it's pretty apparent that horror is easily one of, if not our favorite genre. In fact, some of you may know my passion is actually in screenwriting, and any script I've ever actually completed is within the horror genre. So yeah, horror's my jam. And that's why whenever the sponsor wants to work with us, it's always an instantaneous yes, especially because, like I said earlier, we already use their service. It's Shudder. Come on, you know, it had to be Shudder. It's Halloween time. We love partnering with these guys.
So if you haven't heard of Shudder, which is also on AMC Plus, let us be the first people to tell you about it. It's a streaming channel dedicated entirely to horror, so if you're a die-hard horror head, it is perfect. And just the same, if you're one of those folks who waits till October to get some horror movies in to start up your Halloween spirit, it's perfect for you too.
You can also use promo code HOME, H-O-M as a mother, E, for 31% off Shudder's annual subscription. They have an awesome selection of cult classic films to iconic Hollywood favorites in just about every subgenre you could think of.
Plus some really cool playlists and original titles. They've got their own Creep Show anthology series. They have a great documentary called Horror Noir, which is all about the history of black horror, as well as an anthology series. And some of their newest film titles include Chloe Okuno's Watcher, as well as the new VHS film, VHS 99, which comes out Thursday, October the 20th.
They also have original series airing right now, including the 101 Scariest Horror Movie Moments of All Time and Queer for Fear, which is all about the history of queer horror.
They've even got a little Christmas horror anthology you might just see a familiar face in. Just saying, maybe go check it out.
Everything is uncut and commercial free. And the best thing is you can save 31% on an annual subscription when you hit up our special link in the description box and use our promo code HOME. Support the horror genre, and by supporting Shudder, it helps support the channel, so it's really just a great cycle of return on support. All right, guys, let's get to it. Whenever my friend pops up on screen, I'm going to get really excited.
父親の役目は家族を守ることだ。渡るが屋上にいた時、彼が落ちた時、父親はどこにいた？
Jesus.
渡るは運がいい。
Just what he wants to hear.
Cool.
I am ready. You are getting the new and improved me. Since I've been working with Barry, I am experiencing a calm like never before. Ladybug.
Your new operational name?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Ladybug's supposed to be lucky. Ha ha.
Oh, damn.
That's great luck.
Remember the suicidal bellboy climbed to the roof of his hotel, couldn't take it anymore?
Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
Seems more like his bad luck than yours.
Hang in there, buddy! People are considerate.
Oh, boy.
He did not take the gun. You're going to need the gun against Andrew Koji.
I'm gonna assume you didn't take the gun?
Barry says every conflict is an opportunity for a peaceful... What was it?
A briefcase. Intel says there's a train sticker on the handle. The owners will be in economy class.
Owners, plural? Why didn't you tell me to bring that gun?
I did. You chose spiritual enlightenment.
That's Sandra Bullock's voice.
Kind of gives me like a Gross Point Blank vibe, the way they're talking back and forth. Him trying to get his life together.
I got more of a Brad Pitt in real life vibe.
Oh, yeah. Don't tase me, bro.
Ouch.
Oh, mate, shit.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
shit, man. Who the f did I kill?
Get a wet one on it or something.
Oh, it's not my mate.
Oh, it's not yours.
Yeah, I know. I don't bleed.
Oh, and that. Pull your coat together so no one else notices, Lemon.
I think they'll notice the childish code names first, but if we're gonna stick with fruit, why not apple or orange?
Oh, so they're the Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah.
2 bags per. Let's see, times 2. Yeah, no way I'm gonna find one brief. Wait,
What?
train sticker on the hand.
Jackpot.
Your daddy hired us to get you out of the trouble you got yourself into. What is important are the 17 dead bodies we left getting you back from the triad that kidnapped you with the plans to ransom you to your extremely psychotic father.
Whoa, that's a plot.
16 kills, mate.
No, it was 17.
It's 16.
Lemon, you're starting to get on my
16.
I'll smash my head through a brick wall.
Maybe that'll help your memory,
What
because
the f is wrong with you, man? It was 17, goddammit.
2 and 3. 5 guys playing poker.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, big guy.
Whoa!
Oh, that works.
Nice stunt work, damn.
So 16.
You forgot the poor innocent civilian on the street. Hey, buddy, you okay?
Oh, that is 17.
This is too easy.
You're overthinking it.
You're underthinking it.
It's not a word.
Yes, it is.
Really?
I think it is.
Did you Google it?
Doesn't matter.
What would Barry say?
Are these all connected?
It will be.
Go get me the fucking case.
You're a liability, you know, to my father.
Hmm?
He doesn't need a reason to kill people like you.
Oh my god. He has an accent.
Yeah.
All these boys are playing men.
Leo would be proud.
It was just here.
Well, it's not anymore.
We need to find the person who took that case.
Maybe you're right. Maybe my luck is starting to turn.
Nope, nope. Bad Bunny.
What?
Our job was to come back with his son and his $10 million. 3 words describe our situation right now. Do you know what they are?
Sure do. Saved his son. That was more important than money, right?
That's making lemonade.
When you were in, you were in. You were like family. Treat you like you were one of his own. Then out of the blue comes this 6'6" geezer from Russia. Whispers that he was exiled from the Russian mafia, that he was ex-KGB. No one really knows the truth.
Oh.
He made his own alliance. His own gang.
Wow. This is awesome and beautiful and,
Yeah.
and messed up at the same time.
This is my favorite anime.
What a cool way to reload a gun.
If he's such a badass, how come he hired 2 random operators instead of getting his son back himself?
As if you actually read the briefings, you'd know that he had a wife.
Well, he had a wife.
Yes, she was the most important thing in his life, and she died. Drunk driving accident or some shit.
Woo!
And he didn't hire 2 random operators, Lemon. No, he asked for the best. He asked for the 2 responsible for the Bolivia job.
Wow.
Oh my god.
What a thing to cut to.
Every cutaway could be its own movie.
Don't know what you think I could do for you.
Oh, that is my favorite part of the story. You're going to kill him for me.
Am I going to kill the White Death?
Dude, I know you're a master martial artist. It's a good thing they're all updating each other at the same time.
Yeah.
In a linear path.
Everyone
where we
is
can follow.
harmoniously explaining all this.
Right, so, slight change of pace.
Oh! Woo!
That's what makes him the wolf. Feels like Desperado. Yeah, this movie is so much bigger than I thought.
I know.
Andrea!
That's right. Didn't she come to your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Feliz cumpleaños.
She got make out with Bad Bunny. Left this part out of the story.
There's a surprise for you. She didn't want to ruin it. Mazel tov.
Yeah, this feels very like Desperado, El Mariachi. What's my time in Mexico? All those. Oh! No.
Oh my.
My God, it's that Breaking Bad episode.
Wow. It's that wreck movie that takes place at a wedding. No! Andrea! We'll avenge you. Now his whole journey's about her.
This is a superbly looking film, man.
Whoa.
Qué suerte tienes, cabrón.
You stab me?
Lucky.
Killed my wife. Pero parece que hoy mató dos pájaros de un tiro.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Pay the right taxes in Puerto Rico, man.
Ow, ow. The hand? Okay. Ooh.
Oh my God, was that really Brad Pitt?
Yikes. Whoa, lucky.
Oh, wow. He's definitely dead.
I don't know, why don't you tell him about the story about how Gordon met Percy and how Percy's now bleeding from his eye sockets?
He means kill him.
They are great together.
I would watch each of those cutaways with them as its own movie. Like, I love their chemistry.
It's nice seeing Aaron Taylor Johnson going to do a role like this in a big movie.
Joe Berg.
How do you recognize him?
Yeah, from the back of his head.
Sorry, buddy.
Mascot fight.
Why did he want the briefcase?
He was in the wedding you infiltrated in Mexico.
Tequila?
You were the cocktail server.
Chrome. I knew I'd recognize that guy. I'm really good with faces.
Yeah, recognize Brian Tyree Henry from behind. Can't recognize him.
You're good at recognizing heads in general.
Hello.
The White Death would like to know why you stepped off train.
Some fresh air.
Your orders.
I'm a professional. We're making sure the case and his son are perfectly safe. Can I please go do my job now?
If something
Oh,
has
very
gone
kind
wrong.
of you.
That's bold, dude.
Fuck me! Jesus Christ.
Through talking on the phone on the train.
Shove that hat up your fucking arsehole, you hear me? To see someone come by with a silver briefcase, did you?
Actually, yeah, a man with black framed glasses had it. He went that way.
There's a gun underneath this table pointed right at you, so I can't really hear what you're saying. There's a gun. You don't remember me.
You look like every white homeless man I've ever seen.
Fair.
How did you know that was there?
I've always been lucky.
Between us now sits a wall. But it's an illusion. I give you back your case, you don't kill me. You give your case to an employer, he doesn't kill you.
I'd like to accept your offer.
Great.
But then you went and killed someone, didn't you?
How did you know?
Wasn't exactly so.
Oh, no, no.
That's well done.
Yeah.
There was a gun under this table, yeah? I'll be as dead as that kid over there.
Oh, damn.
The laptop? Nice. Some of these are like Jackie Chan fights.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking about him in the jacket earlier in the bar.
Come on, Joe Berg.
Nicely done.
No. I ain't got the time or the patience, let alone the interest.
There's an assassin in there.
Dude, that is a hell of a laptop. Don't leave your blood on the victim.
Yeah, dude. No matter where he ends up.
The kid was poisoned in the same way as El Sabaro was at the wedding.
It's El Seguaro.
Call him El Sabaro. Oh, I knew that snake was going to come back, damn it. The boob slang.
It's a character.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
What?
$200.
Was this like a sex thing?
Nope.
Oh, I was kidding. Yeah, what's up? What do you need, bro?
He was in a movie with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. Would it really block the sound?
Absolutely not. Even silencers aren't that quiet.
Tell me, and I promise I'll only shoot you enough.
Whoa, is this the sex stuff?
He just always shows up for cameos now.
Be honest.
Are you with a woman?
You're going to go through every combination until you open up that case. I'd start with the low numbers. Just a thought.
My God, that'd be so boring.
111.
I would let my kid die.
I did my best.
The White Death wants to make sure you're being honest about
Well, this is a
situation.
complete waste of our time.
All right. We just have to prove we have a case we don't have, and a live son instead of a dead one.
What are you thinking?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Where's your twin, Tangerine?
I'm Tangerine. Lemon's keeping the case safe.
And the White Death's son?
Yeah, he's there. He's a f***ing happy chappy, ain't he?
Chappy likes to wave.
Shoot first. And come up with the answers later.
Always do.
Lemon,
It's real friendship right there.
you be careful too.
At the end of the day, they care about each other.
Ooh. And that gold.
What is this?
It's foreign currency.
If the gun doesn't kill him, the case will.
This thing could have blown up in my hand at any point.
No. It's inert unless you fire it. But don't fire it, you know what I mean?
Someone's gonna fire that gun in this movie.
Yep.
He was poisoned. The assassin goes by the name of the Hornet.
Oh my God!
He used boom slang snake venom. It congeals the blood, making you bleed out of every orifice.
They use just the actual snake.
They must have had a way to extract the venom.
Lady, I'm so... Oh.
Bastard!
Jeez. Ow.
I know who killed the kid.
I couldn't give a rat's ass. Where's my case?
It's her.
You know what? Do you have anything sparkling with bubbles? Domo arigato.
Turned it into a weapon.
Bro, I just remembered I gave all my money to that guy to wear my hat and glasses. Did you?
You're a stand-up guy, Tangerine. Gotta be.
You sure you want to talk this out?
Not particularly, no.
Oh, he paid for that water. Looks like the brass knuckles are slowing you down, man.
Yeah.
He's on this train!
Well, that narrows it down then, doesn't it?
Ooh, damn. Chopstick.
Mission
Impossible 2.
You gonna get that? No!
Chop possible.
Both of you this time, with the case, or everyone dies.
Don't have having a case on you, do ya?
No.
Game's up, mate. For what it's worth, you seem like a right arsehole, and I'm glad you're gonna die with me.
That's nice.
Nah, you guys have more in common than you think.
I already want to see another movie with them together.
You two do look like twins, huh? Have you opened the case?
Nah, of course not. Do you know what? I never asked for the combination. You know what I mean? Keep it safe that way.
Yeah. So no one gets greedy.
No, 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 of course. God damn it. Luck.
You nailed it. I love it. Nailed it.
You wouldn't happen to have seen a tiny white prick with a pair of glasses come through here, have you?
No. God damn it.
It's not ringing any. Uncle Kimura, have you seen a silver briefcase with the train? Did you say train sticker by the handle?
Yeah,
That's
on the hands all there, train.
Split diopter shot.
I know. It's a really weird shot.
But like a really smooth one.
Most people assume suitcase, because it's a train. You said briefcase. I never said briefcase.
You are smart.
I found my diesel.
I'm rooting for you, Lemon.
Brian Tyree Henry watched all of Thomas the Tank Engine before watching this.
Really got into character. #1 expert.
Because within that wall sits a window of opportunity. Damn it, it's a door.
I'm finding it very hard to follow the story.
My point is, that door is closing.
Oh! Exactly. Come on, man. You should have seen that coming.
Yeah. You were standing in the doorway.
This man, he kidnapped me and he said that he's going to hold me for ransom.
Come on, you should be able to read people.
Common sense tells me that this old shaky geezer here is the one in charge, but I'm really good at reading people, and something tells me you are just not right. So, let's see here. I mean, I can't.
Stop drinking the water.
Come on.
You're gonna close your eyes, and I'm gonna count to 3. And whichever one of you is in charge, you're gonna raise your hand, and whichever one isn't, you point at the one who is. Now, if you both raise your hands, or you both point at each other, I know you're both liars and the truth ain't in you, and then I'll shoot you.
Wait, what? What?
Well, if I don't answer this phone when you call,
2,
kill Wataru.
3.
Yep.
Oh, man. This poor guy's just had the shittiest day, man.
There's no way.
I know. It's impossible. This is
absolutely no way.
impossible.
It's hundreds of miles an hour.
You are really good. You sure you didn't study? I mean, you're not even afraid of your lips quivering. That's a tear. That is really authentic, mate. Like that. I got you stay right there. You. Everyone knows lemons.
Oh, no.
Damn it. Dang. Definitely finish that off with your forehead.
Just got to. Whole new hello button.
Yep.
Tangerine is gone.
No. Damn.
Oh, man.
You're my favorite.
You're right.
That thing is hot.
Oh, no way. I forgot she's supposed to be in this movie.
Zazie Beets, yeah, no. Completely forgot.
Oh my god, she's the assassin.
Hey man, Domino gets lucky.
She wanted the briefcase.
The pastry chef.
That face you remember.
You stole my snake, bitch.
That was your... We should really call the authorities, because someone...
One little prick from this, you know what happens?
Yes!
Your blood congeals, clogging your veins. You bleed on your
I said yes!
I was promised my money.
By who?
I don't know, it was all online. They said my money was in the case.
What? Someone paid you to have the kid killed?
This is turning into like a mystery noir.
Yeah. Who done it? Bullet train and knives out mystery.
Lady, you can have the case.
Oh, but you've seen my face, bitch.
Bitch. Oh! Oh!
Oh, yeah, there's that.
She must have some antidote, though. Right?
Oh. Bitch. Do you have a backup?
What do you think, bitch?
Weird character
Yeah.
quirk.
She says bitch a lot. That's her thing.
They murdered so many people together.
It's not going to be the same murdering people without you, man.
I will meet you at Kyoto Station.
Oh, how wonderful. I can't f***ing wait.
I want to look into your eyes when I kill you and your brother.
Oh, they actually did grow up together? There's a surprising amount of nuance, but other relationship.
I know.
Please just help me.
All right, calm down. Get off or do what the f you like. You're free to go.
Thank
yeah.
you.
It's all right. Go on, take it. I don't know what you're doing here anyway. He was right. There's been a diesel running up and down this train, causing all sorts of fucking havoc. And it was you the whole fucking time, you dirty little diesel! You made lemon bleed, and lemon never bleeds.
Oh my god, Mr. Please help me!
No!
God damn it.
What are you doing, you felon?
Oh!
Damn
No.
it. This is her story.
What? What?
Oh my god. Arterial spray, boy.
Leave it. Let's go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
No, I can't.
Right now, young lady.
No.
It's our last chance.
No. Please come back.
Kid, please.
I'm scared. I don't want to be alone. Please.
Ugh.
You're not going to let me get hurt. Be honest.
She recognized. Yep. Yeah.
Let's just move. Let me grab your bag.
Oh no!
Does he have a snake on the back of his shirt?
My grandson was pushed off a roof. What makes you think I would leave him unprotected?
I knew it.
Nice.
I'm going to tell you a story now.
No, I'm good.
It's short.
No.
It's a good story for you, I think.
I'm cool.
He was not wrong, but neither was I.
Oh.
You were right.
I told you so.
The White Death had taken everything from me. Almost.
Except for that boy.
Do you know what they call a ladybug in Japan? Tentomushi. I was told there is a spot on its back for each of the 7 sorrows of the world. It holds all the bad luck so that others may live in peace.
That's you. You were handling the death of your son remarkably well.
My son is few cars up. If you could escort him off this train.
Yeah, I don't see the White Death letting any of us off this train.
You let me worry about the White Death.
I mean, the White Death must be so much older now. Oh my goodness.
Well.
Now you wake up too, Brian Tyree Henry.
You shot me. Me too. Twice.
Still, you had enough sanity.
Yes!
Wow. What?
He's just asleep. He got knocked out.
Would he get shot in all non-lethal places? Ah, smart.
Oh, you drank the water.
Oh.
What my brother?
Oh.
You killed my brother, you piece of shit! You shot me! I'll shoot you in the throat next time. Hey, your partner, Keira Knightley!
Keira Knightley.
We prepare together or we die alone.
That's all I was trying to say.
I'll go to the driver car and get us the out of here.
Give the man a gun. Is that Michael Shannon?
Yes, sir. Damn.
They completely ignored that she was on this train still.
Yeah.
Daughter. Deutschke.
Yeah.
I came here to kill you. Kill me like you did all the others who tried the same. Do it.
Would he be that ruthless?
What about the others?
They're all dead. Good news is I have your case.
Hey, good news. Fate put 2 wet work operatives on a job in Bolivia, butchering my entire crew.
Ooh.
In the hospital, a piece of her rib piercing.
Her heart. Only the most skilled cardiovascular surgeon. But 2 nights earlier, this surgeon was poisoned. Fate. Fate again.
God, no detail in this movie is wasted.
But now there is only one left. Mr. Carver.
I'm filling in for Carver, calling in sick.
The man who murdered my wife.
What?
You gotta be kidding me.
How many more surprise cameos are we gonna get?
I'm not Carver!
Back on the train. Oh, cool. Take that, humongous.
Oh shit! Something's happening!
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
It made the knife sound quieter.
Sick.
This dude's always so brutal. I don't recall the last time I saw him in something where he didn't have a sword.
I got this! Stop the train! What?
Whoa!
Come on, man.
Whoa!
Brakes! We're good! I got it! We're on the wrong track!
Whoa!
Reference so funny of this.
You have the one thing deep down you cannot control. Feel fate!
Whoa!
Oh, that was not necessary.
It's okay, he'll be all right. He landed in water.
I would not want to meet Michael Shannon in real life. When in doubt, pull all the wires.
Yep. Whatever outcome you need, it'll generate that.
Hey. Yeah? I want bubble milk tea. How about a wagon wheel?
Oh my God.
Yep. It's going to fly through every car.
Oh, wow. They're wrecking a whole town. This is so much bigger. Jesus Christ. This is the last thing I expected them to end on.
Of course.
This son of a bitch.
It's a mistake. I'm not Carver.
I only do snatch and grab jobs.
Carver, I want the Carver. I hired the Carver.
Oh, come on.
Just let it go, bro.
Do not call me bro!
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I'm so glad those were his last words.
It's my luck that delivered my father's corpse at my feet.
The narcissism on this chick. You need some suggested reading, if I may. Surviving borderline personality disorder.
What?
Wow. BPD.
I am the white
Tangerine. That's Sandra Bullock.
Seriously.
Maria?
Take the gun. Oh my God, did you just say what? We're almost there. You just need to get up.
She wasn't just in a voiceover booth.
Did you need rescuing?
You came to rescue me.
Please don't make me regret it.
Oh.
Maybe there's no bad luck or good luck. Maybe we're all just agents of fate. Ooh, nice car.
Yes, it is. Try not to bleed on
Oh my God.
Wasabi piece. Fate obviously didn't want me to have that banana. Fate needs me to find a smart toilet.
I take that back.
Several of our friends were murdered. See that? Oh, yes.
Is he driving the car? Go, man. Block it off. Of course.
Tangerines.
Yes.
Good call.
Final curtain, huh? Final curtain. Take a bow.
Nice.
Andrea!
Woo! You got to bring her on to talk about this now.
Yeah, full interview.
Full hour-long deep dive into your character. How did you prepare to be murdered and bleeding from the
How many
eyes?
times did they make you throw up? Was Bad Bunny a good kisser?
Would you kiss him again?
Did you ask about his tax situation in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, man. Tell all.
All right, man. What'd you think?
I liked it. It's one of those movies that's really fun in the moment, that has obviously a really colorful cast, a lot of really energetic action, and is fun to watch unfold, although I'm not sure it's one of those movies where I'm like, I got to get back and watch it again and go and pick up all the little nitty-gritty details. But, you know, it's a bit overlong, and I had heard that going in, and partway through the movie I was like, I don't know, I'm pretty much, you know, with it and enjoying it and along for this wild ride, but then it goes on for like an extra act, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we have one movie on the train, kind of, and then we have a movie at the end of the line that's a sort of addendum. So yeah, not perfect, but I had a lot of fun with it. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was, sorry guys, it's really late at night right now, and we have a situation where one of our computers is really bugging out, so I just have no choice but to semi-multitask while I'm talking for just the first couple minutes of this, then you'll get my undivided attention, I promise. I promise from the bottom of my heart, I will not be a major distraction. So, I'm just trying to find the part in the movie specifically where it's at. As I remember thinking, there was one part where it was like, oh, the movie's about to end.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have a little recorder timer here.
Yeah.
And for the audio, and I could see like, oh, it says it's only like hour 20, but the movie's also like 2 hours 7. Wait a minute. Is there like a lot more movie left?
Absolutely.
It threw me off. I'm trying to find out exactly when that point was. It's definitely like right around the time. Yeah, I think it's just about a half hour too long.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It was around the time they arrived in what is it called? Kyoto?
Is it Kyoto?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I feel like
somewhere around that time.
around the same time, I was probably thinking the same thing. Like, oh, here comes the big final climactic showdown on the train.
Not though. I wouldn't say that the last half hour doesn't have its merits.
No.
I definitely wouldn't say that. Like, I think there's a lot of joy to be had in that final half hour. But yeah, I think it's because if this was like a tight, like 90 to 100 minutes, it probably would have been just like pretty much perfect for what it is.
Yeah.
But then it becomes like, okay, a little overstaying its welcome, but I still enjoyed it. I still had fun. Like, because I mean, Brad Pitt is a total blast in this film. Because in some ways he's playing type and also against type, like simultaneously. So I thought that was like a really fun performance to watch, where he is like he's a badass character, but he's not playing it badass. I love the idea of having like a main character who is just like shit out of luck all the time, and it makes me question like how'd you get to this high up in this position? You're a bit of an aged character, so how'd you get this far along? You know,
how are you this good at everything, even without a gun?
And you have like the shittiest luck in the world.
Yeah.
So maybe for fun of the amusing parts of it. I mean, and I think the thing that surprised me was, you know, I don't know Aaron Taylor Johnson's work too much other than the ones that like everyone has seen. You know, the Kick-Ass films, his small role in Tenet,
Godzilla. Everyone loves him.
I actually really like him in Godzilla.
I do.
I know
too.
his character gets a lot of
defender.
shit, but I really like him a lot in that film.
Likewise.
And this was the first time I got to see him. That's his actual accent, right? Isn't he actually British?
Yeah.
And it was fun seeing him like play a full-fledged character. And I thought that the intense mannerisms that he brought was really refreshing. And Brian Tyree Henry, the chemistry that they had together, like Brian Tyree Henry is actually American.
Yeah, it's the thing is I feel like a lot of people are probably sitting there going, wow, they both do such great accents, but it's really he's got to hold up to Aaron Taylor Johnson, yeah.
But I thought their chemistry was really great, and I liked they imbued their relationship with some like nuance I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
That I guess I like it's funny, like I feel like some stuff, there are parts of this movie that like, because here's the thing, here's the bottom line, all right? Like I don't think there's this necessity, like we will just because we're talking about it, and so why not? We'll go into some, you know, criticisms perhaps, but at the end of the day, like the movie gave me what I fully expected and what I wanted.
Yeah,
you know, and I think that's what really counts. And I'm not just saying that to be kind, because my friend Andrea is in this movie.
You are biased.
It's the only reason.
Trust nothing this man says.
A few minutes. No, I would say like, no, I think that it's, you know, like it has some really entertaining action scenes. I think the cinematography is excellent. It's really hyper kinetic. It's a frenetic film, and it's got a great cast of characters. While even though, you know, not everyone gets like equal amount of screen time, everyone shows up and they give them something to do. Even ones that were, I'm like, I don't quite get this choice, but I'm glad there's a choice.
Bitch.
Like, yeah, Zazie Beets was one that I was like, this is weird, and it's not working for me. Like I don't like this bitch thing that they keep doing.
We haven't spent enough time for this not to read just like a cartoon.
Yes, and perhaps, and I think that's part of why I think 90 to 100 minutes would have worked better for this movie, because it is such a cartoon that there's not really any stakes, because of the fact that it's such a cartoon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't really get me invested in the world that it's like. I'm invested in the world, but the world is such a cartoon that there's no real intensity to be had. So whenever they actually started doing some intense stuff, for example, with Joey King and Andrew Koji, I always thought, while they're both doing great jobs, like don't get me wrong, they're both doing great. And I love the choice of Joey King being this master like actress manipulator. I thought was so cool, because there's something that I brought up several times on this channel, is that I hate in movies when characters lie and it's so obvious they're lying because the actors are playing lying.
Yeah.
that it bothers me when other characters don't notice their line.
Yes, exactly.
And Joey King does such a great job. I'm like, oh, you bitch. It's so easy. Like,
well, yeah.
You can fool anyone.
Yeah, and it drives up all the tension because it's like, no, yeah, we're left to sit there with the dramatic irony of, no, don't trust her. You want to shake the characters and yell at them. And yeah, that engages you, and that at least is effective. But the two of them do feel like they are kind of in a separate movie that seems like it wants to, slightly separate, not totally separate, but a movie that wants to have those big, heavy, grim stakes.
And it kind of slows down the momentum of the train. It kind of slows it down a little bit. And whenever, because in the first part of this movie, you're cutting back between three storylines primarily. You know, Brad Pitt and like whatever random occurrences he's having, Aaron Taylor, the twins, and then Joey King and Andrew Koji. You're mainly cutting between the three of them. And whenever it cut to them, it kind of messed with the flow for me and the pacing of it for me personally. Yeah. So that was something that I was like, you know. But even though it was one of the things where I'm like, everyone's doing such a good job, though. Like, everyone brings such great character here. Like, they're all having such a fun time. Even something like Sandra Bullock's voiceover work here, I thought she was enjoying herself doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's something you could easily do of just, she's phoning it in. But she's
she is. But she's not.
But she's not for a couple of moments. But she's not phoning it in. She's actually giving a performance here, and I felt like they were actually interacting with each other. Whether they were or not, I doubt it, but at least read that way.
Yeah.
In the moments. And I thought Brad Pitt was, again, hilarious. Like, the cast, I think, really helps elevate a lot of this. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson, I feel like you were mainly gravitated towards Brian Tyree Henry.
I love the both of them, and
for me, it was more Aaron Taylor Johnson.
See, I gravitated toward the both of them, maybe slightly more Brian Tyree Henry, just because I've have a vested interest. I've loved him in a lot of things, and it makes me excited to see him shine in places like this, and especially again, having to do the full accent and having to sell this hitman character. But I was just as engrossed in Aaron Taylor Johnson because I've been a fan of his for a while, and like you, I like his work in Godzilla and pretty much everything I've seen him in, and the two of them together. Actually, as much as Brad Pitt is the protagonist, it felt to me like the movie wanted them to be the protagonists for real, because I would forget about Brad Pitt. I would too, and his sort of fluid, I'm just trying to be zen, and I don't even want to be here. Like, there's something, and it's not even a complaint. It's just there's something about him that feels sort of magically disconnected a little bit from everything. And the two of them, Tangerine and Lemon, really felt like the actual protagonists and the characters I was most engrossed by. Like, every time I made that joke about I would watch a movie about this cutaway, I wasn't kidding. I was like, I would love to see these two bounce off each other as these two guys, because also too, Aaron Taylor Johnson, it's that Guy Ritchie style of character that he's playing. He's so fun to watch do that, and he's so cool. He
is cool. He's very cool, and I think he brings that right level of intensity to it. And Brian Tyree Henry with the whole Thomas the Tank Engine thing, I thought was a stupid bit when it was first introduced. I thought it was stupid, but then it actually worked for me. And then when it came to reveals and I like that they really leaned into it, because I thought it was just some comedy bit. They were introducing.
Oh, we're on the train, so we're gonna do the train.
Oh, they're hitmen. Look, his funny little quirk. He likes Thomas the Tank.
He likes kid stuff.
I thought it was just some weird joke that just was not, cooking for me. But that even started to work. And I think this movie could have used just a little bit, I don't know if groundedness is the right level of word. I guess some type of, because while violent, bloody, and pulpy, it's weirdly seems like it lacks grittiness. And it doesn't really take advantage of the fact they're on a train.
I know.
And that was part of me that felt a tad let down by. I'm like, you got such a great environment to really utilize some tension and stakes and close quarters things, and sometimes they would do that in a fight, but it really kind of got the impression that you could have done this at any isolated location, any one-off location.
And I do feel like a lot of the most overt or the most broad uses of the train are for things like when people are on top of the outside of it when it's going at full speed, which is 400 to 600 miles an hour. So things like that are especially kind of silly and heightened, and I feel like they do in some ways undercut the tension. And two, I mean, you have this salad of so many hitman movie tropes and crime movie tropes all colliding, and you have this, huge, big, bad, the White Death. He's this truly ruthless, nasty character. And thinking back to something like John Wick, I feel like John Wick, while those movies certainly, as they go, crescendo further and further into, fantasy, there is something about that where I felt like that movie had that sort of edge where I'm like, the ultimate threat feels threatening. Whereas here, it's like, I know you're threatening because I'm being told this, and you've got a guy who, by just casting Michael Shannon at all, he already brings his imposing, scary presence. But yeah, the movie tonally only really sells you on the fact that everyone's super great at what they do, and it's really anybody's game. And like, I appreciate that along with the theme of luck. But yeah, I was never really worried for anybody beyond like, oh, I like you, or I like you, versus like, oh man, this seems dangerous, or maybe no one's gonna make it out. Like, I never didn't kind of know what was gonna happen.
Never felt like Die Hard on a train.
No,
no. And I think that's something that really helps with action movies now is, if as much as like there's some cuts on them and whatever, they're injured, but they're not really injured. Like, they don't play into that, especially in the finale. Like, they don't play into that.
Yeah.
When I think that helps. That's why I was specifically referencing Die Hard, A, because of the one location, but B, like, John McClane is progressively getting more and more injured as he's going, and it makes it harder to keep going. And I think that would have helped with doing that with Brad Pitt's character,
especially with the snake venom and stuff like that. Like, yeah, to have him with a little bit more. I kept flashing back to Jason Bourne because anytime anyone gets beat up with a book or whatever. But like, one thing, those movies, not that this is the same tone, but like, he easily, gets more and more banged up and more sort of, you can tell how much pain this is to keep fighting. Whereas here, it's like, Brad Pitt goes through a lot of stuff, but he's still pretty above it all.
Yeah, it's like when we're watching a movie here, where a big part of it is we're going to review it, and then if we have to, we just got no choice but to be extra observant, to only be in and like allow ourselves to just really, really observe this.
Yeah,
because we're here with you guys, and it's gonna be a waste of a video if it was just the real definition of we're on a couch, But if I was on a couch laying down watching this, eating a pizza, I'd be like, all right, cool. I wouldn't be like, it could have been better, but it was fun. Like, I would have just let it go. So I think that's the main feeling that most people would probably want with this. And I think it ultimately delivers on that, but from a real observational point, I just think sometimes it wasn't quite hitting the mark in ways where, while it was very bombastic and I thought utilized, I liked when it got weirder, like the water bottle moment was a great thing to do the traveling of the water bottle. Or when they would do these crazy flashbacks, like seeing all of whatever Bad Bunny's character is, seeing all of Bad Bunny's like life stories summed up in like comic book panels, and it was all mainly visuals. I thought was really cool, and allowing to mix in the genres of that with Hiroko's how do you say his name?
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Hiroyuki Sanada,
I believe. Yeah.
His best work I've seen so far was on Westworld. I think he's a fan. He's like, I think he's in all the first 3 seasons. He's amazing in it, and I think he's phenomenal actor. Season 2, he really shines a lot, and I think like doing the flashbacks there, so that way you can mix in the different types of genres was really cool. So I think a lot of their best work was like certain moments that were fight scenes on the train, and then of course some of these flashbacks and whatnot. So yeah, it was fun. It was really entertaining, and I do think that I think just part of it was I did find myself sort of itching for utilize your environment a little bit more and get a little bit grittier and try to really work on selling the stakes,
really use the train as a prompt. Like, I feel like there are moments, there are fits and bursts, like that fight they have in the seats where they're trying to be quiet and they're going back and forth. Like, that's to me the most sort of like, okay, you're really using the environment. You can have a bidet anywhere, you can slam somebody's arm in a door anywhere. And so I would agree with that. And two, like it struck me partway through, especially as the movie started to get longer, I was like, I'm sure somebody out there can make a movie that has a tone that wants to be like this, that wants to be fun, shoot 'em up, bit Guy Ritchie, and it can last 2 hours and change and really leave an impact. But part of me feels like if you're gonna really spend all this time, you kind of have to go like the difference between the Raid and the Raid 2. It's like you watch the Raid 2, and yeah, like there's all this character and stuff, and yeah, that movie's not trying to be as fun. But that movie is like you can come back to it because for the amount of time you spend, there is some heft on it. And I feel like if you're going to spend upwards of 2 hours, I think you kind of need the heft. Otherwise, yeah, this would have been a perfect tight 90, tight 100, like you said. And
well, I think they were trying to do that with the Andrew Koji character. But they wouldn't really do something deeper with it other than we introduce him. He's sacked. Someone pushed his son off the roof, and he's in the hospital.
Well, he's got the most standard of all the stories and the most standard dialogue. Like everything else is way more colorized than his character is.
Yeah,
it feels like even his dad is more interesting than he is.
Yeah, and they just keep cutting back to him, being sad while she just gives more exposition.
While she sets up MacGuffins that'll Chekhov's guns for later. Yeah.
Yeah. So there were things that I thought could have really pushed this to one of the most entertaining movies I've seen all year. I think there were qualities where I'm like, there's just some things that didn't quite hit that mark that were always there. And I feel like David Leitch does sort of sometimes need his Chad Stahelski.
No, I would agree with that.
Because like ever since he's gone off on his own with like I really like Deadpool 2 a lot, but none of the action stands out to me in that film. I liked Hobbs and Shaw. Like that, it's just another insane Fast and Furious movie, essentially. And, Atomic Blonde had, like, his best action going solo, but it's not a very entertaining film.
Not his most returnable film. Yeah. I feel like Chad Stahelski kind of balances things out with the...
Not the closest he's come back to, in my opinion,
Yeah, because you do have a lot more stylized lighting and a lot more fluidity and like real composition. Like there are certain transitions, even beyond that one like train smash. Like there's one transition where like he's cocking the gun and then separating two suitcases and putting them back together. Like there are some really clever visual ideas, but I do feel like that tempering could take it the extra mile because, dude, this is a movie that it borders on that thing where it suffers from its own assets in a way because there's so many things that like no element of this movie practically except like maybe the lady in the car shushing them like is left unturned or is left as just an incidental part of like everything seems like by the end it gets paid off or checked back in on or it comes back somehow and there's so much skill and thought that goes into that. And then it kind of makes you mad when it seems like the overall picture isn't actually as clever as like so much of the execution tends to be. Because at the end of the day, like what you're actually dealing with, it doesn't really transcend the trope of the story it's doing for however many stylistic and character flourishes it has to its credit.
Yeah.
So it's like a really, really, really well-made piece of candy.
Yeah, because the film I think wants to be more clever than it sometimes comes across.
Yeah. Yeah,
and wants to be wittier than it sometimes comes across.
It gets close, and at the beginning, it was one of those where I'm like, oh damn, I gotta really. Everyone's talking real fast, and we're jumping around, so I gotta pay attention. But yeah, like I feel like so much of the cleverness and so much of the flavor is more minute and more incidental, and a bit more zen. Like there are aspects I appreciate about that, but yeah, like the actual cleverness in terms of the story and what it's about is not really as present as some of the just mechanical cleverness of either the plotting or, the assembly, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like, with that last half hour, there were aspects that I thought, if they hinted something more clear about Hiroyuki Sanada's character having this past, then this could have been a good cathartic build to when he's fighting Michael Shannon. As opposed to like, let's just reserve it all for the end and then try to make it like this glorious moment.
Yeah,
when I'm like, I just learned about this like 5 minutes ago. So
let's rely
it's not
on
really hitting me right now.
Yeah, let's rely on you transferring anything you felt for Andrew Koji over to Hiroyuki Sanada once he shows up.
Yeah. So it did miss the mark on certain parts that I thought it was like so. It was so close though. Like it was always so close.
Yeah.
And but I don't know, it's not bad. I don't want people to think that. Like I said, if I was just like on a couch watching this,
well, yeah, it's like I think it's better than like the Rotten Tomatoes score implied.
Yeah, well, it was low, wasn't it?
It was like in the 50s or maybe even the 40s. I feel like it was like some kind of mid 50s.
I'd give it like a 70.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like there's so much to appreciate, and there's so much good work on display, undeniably. Like it's a great ensemble. Everybody showed up, and everybody brought their A game, and is clearly having fun, but not so much fun.
Multitask. Plug it in, John.
They're clearly, not so much fun that they're distracting or outside the movie, but at the same time, the fun isn't enough to make up for the true potential the movie gives you and doesn't quite deliver on. Again, like I kept thinking, like I would love to watch any of these cutaways because these seem like they could equate to the movie experience fully that this is trying to be. Maybe.
John, multitask. Give me that hard drive back. I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying. It's good. We got this, John. Don't worry.
This is the best review.
There's a lot of
off-road review.
I mean, it's kind of like the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know exactly what we're doing, but it looks like you're doing something important.
We're careening toward our destination, and the last thing to figure out is which of the Thomas crew we each are. That's the last thing.
I've never watched Thomas
Oh,
Tank Engine.
Dude, that's formative.
There is like a hardcore fan base for it, though.
Yeah, I know. At least one of our patrons is like life dedicated to Thomas.
Bradley Bledsoe, man.
Yeah, Bradley. I slept in a Thomas the Tank Engine sleeping bag growing up. I used to watch it on PBS all the time.
Really?
Yes, actually. That was,
I'm going to restart this computer.
Do whatever it takes.
Try to get this
higher,
file.
further, faster, baby.
So late. We gotta fix this. Real life right here. There's more. It's real life right here.
This is literally technical difficulties in front of your very eyes.
But I don't know Bad Bunny. I've never heard his music.
I've met him a few times. He's all right.
Yeah, I've made out with him a couple times.
I've made out with him. I auditioned for your friend's part. I don't know why they didn't give it to me.
Yeah, I've never heard his music, but I was like, he's good.
Yeah, I
could have been distracted and been like, why they hire this fucker? I mean, because he's famous for something else that's not acting? Okay.
If I had no idea, he would have been just fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have questioned it. If I wasn't told, like, Bad Bunny, the performer's in here, I would not have, is he a singer or something? Is that what he is?
Yeah, he makes music. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have questioned it at all. I would have just thought he was like, who's this? I would have been like, who's this unknown actor?
See, the thing is, because it's Bad Bunny, I thought he blended into the film just fine. I thought he did a fine job, but I was taken aback at how quickly he died because it's Bad Bunny. I was like, I thought you would want to at least his exit, and not even that it's necessary.
But they gave him a lot of, like in the flashback, they gave him a lot.
That's true. Yeah,
he had like one of the most substantial
he does
did
have
his whole life story from like when he was a kid.
A mini short film about this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I heard some people say that it wanted to be like Quentin Tarantino, but I didn't really get that vibe. I mean, Guy Ritchie is in a lot of ways he's more like the music video British Tarantino of like the Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch. Those films were like gritty and you can get pulled in, especially Snatch. Which had Brad Pitt. You get really pulled into the drama of those. So yeah.
Well, I feel like it feels like Tangerine and Lemon are in a Guy Ritchie movie. To me, it felt like Brad Pitt was in like an adrenalized version of Grosse Point Blank, just because of how the character is and the constant relationship.
Jack Sparrow or something.
Sure,
I don't know exactly what it's doing.
Yeah, like
Kinda
a more loosey-goosey.
like,
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, like a more wiggly version of that.
Doesn't seem brilliant, but he is.
Yeah. Unassuming brilliance. And then on top of that, you have Andrew Koji and Joey King, who I'm not exactly sure what touchstone I would put, but I don't feel like they are in a Guy Ritchie or a Grosse Point. I feel like they're in some
weird bland thing.
They're in the traditional, family saga. Gotta avenge my lineage. Blah blah. You took my son. I gotta fucking do this stuff.
Michael Shannon looked like he was having fun.
Yeah, having fun being Ivan Vanko.
Rarely say that about Michael Shannon.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm rarely like, Michael Shannon's having fun in a movie. It's like, that's the last thing.
Good for him.
Usually like, look how serious Michael Shannon is.
Look how freaking terrifying this guy is. I would never want to meet him in real life.
Everybody just wants to be. I've seen interviews with him, and I'm still like, I don't want to meet this guy.
Every interview I see, I feel like he's about to snap at whoever's asking him a question.
It seems so scary.
I'm just like, oh God, please Ask the right question.
Terrifying human being.
Even in the night before, where he's like a silly stoner character, I'm like, I feel like this guy could kill me though.
Anthony Kiedis was on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Why aren't you listening right now, dude? Have you heard all of the new album?
I have.
I've heard all of it. Finally,
it's good. It's great.
I like it. I liked it a lot.
Beautiful. You got Rick Rubin on.
Dude, it's Chili Pepper Week.
This
The
is how they're
JRE.
this is how they're promoting the Chili Peppers. This is all on Joe Rogan. Get the Joe Rogan audience.
Yeah, man. Take a break from the controversy and just, Dream Canteen.
Yeah. All right, guys. What'd you think about Andrea's performance?
Best actress in the movie. Killing it. Awesome. Loved it.
Go ahead, subscribe, leave a like, and thank you to Shudder for sponsoring this vid. And we got like another week of October. We got to squeeze some horror thing in here. All right. Thanks, guys, for being here. Barbarian comes out next week. Maybe we'll cover that. All right. We'll see you guys soon.